Well, it stands up. It's nice. Oh, hi guys. Welcome to today's Spice and Nice. It has been a while.
I am the Spice.
And I'm Denise and Nice. Welcome back. It's been a while since we have had some live interaction. So please leave some comments below. Say hi. Say we lovely. Say good to see you. And all that. Okay, today while waiting for you to type hi and say you love us and all that, we are going to talk about one of the events that we attended. Okay, when courageous women unite. Okay, the reason why we put up this title is because the event was organized by Women of Courage Asia. So if you guys are interested, just go and look them up. They originated from Singapore, and they are like for women empowerment, especially in terms of business, in terms of family life, having kids and having financial stability at the same time. That's what the platform and the whole group is about. And we are talking about it because how should I put it? And is like, what is this girl going to talk about now? Okay, so she was a panelist. She was a panelist on one of the panel discussions for this event. Do you want to talk a little bit about your experience being a panelist?
I think it's not first time I speak in front of conference and event, so it was very, very grateful for the opportunity. It was very, very much feel like so long I've been on stage again. Especially in Singapore, because after COVID,
It's true.
I'm keeping
Not a
up
lot
with
of
work,
events,
and not a lot of live event allowed because of COVID and so on. Before COVID, yes, go a lot of event. But after COVID, work catch up and a lot of event. Most is in Zoom or conference also in Zoom. Like you not really interact with people one to one. So it was and you don't realize time pass and time fly, and
suddenly it's been a few years.
Yeah, and then now you're on stage again and share work. It was great. It was fun to share with another speaker about experience how entrepreneur is, and I think that's a topic that I will get invited, right? And
business and entrepreneurship.
Yeah, and it's honor to share from perspective of women who run business, because I think most of people will always think of business in terms of running have to be a man,
money.
And I share bigger perspective, and I have a better opportunity to share about why internet and influencer will be the new way of run business. And even in a short time, we'll have that video on my other channel if you want to watch. When my team posts it, I think they will post the answer I will give to the audience. I still remember I go down, and when Lillian told me, I said, only when you answer, everybody will clap hand. And I didn't realize that. I like, oh, is it?
She was busy about delivering value, but there was something you said that I really felt that I can resonate with, was when you said that sometimes it's not about women, men, or whatever. It's just talking as a soul to another soul.
Yeah.
That was something that Anne said, and I felt that was very. I think sometimes as people we need to come together.
Yeah.
And stop dividing. You white, I black. You Chinese, I don't know what, and then you man, I woman, or whatever. If you talk and respect to each other as an individual, as a soul to a soul, as person to a person, then it is, and then the communication is a lot easier.
Yeah.
If you, without all that filters, without all that colors.
Yeah, because I when before the event, I have to say thanks to Denise, because she gave me a lot of feedback of what I should deliver. I was not in my best state, right? I have some health issue, and then I have some I just come back from Vietnam charity work, and also I just come back from Vietnam to bring my daughter there for her school holiday to experience Vietnam.
You were
in
just
mountain.
drained lah.
Yeah, and then I have to prepare for the speed, and it was the Minister of Education and
Minister of Transport and Education.
Education and I think MOM, is it?
Mm.
Yeah. So it was pressure for me because I never have experience to speak in front of Singapore minister. So it was honest to me, and also something that I was cautiously
Feel pressure about.
feel pressure about, you know.
Feel stress.
Yeah, if you give me a room of like 10,000 people, that my audience, I would love to speak it freely. But when you know that you speak in front of the minister of state, is like it kind of okay. It's a different experience, right? And Denise will give me a lot of very good feedback of, you know, everybody there will share a lot of tip of business. How about you just be yourself, because you are a different kind of business. And I like that from Denise, and that's actually carried me to the stake. And I keep remind myself, that's
as
why
a
you
person, as a person.
yeah, that's why you realize I didn't share much about business tip. I make it very simple and basic because other speaker already share about that.
Yeah, there were many speakers who were talking about business,
Yeah.
and how to make money and
Yeah,
finance.
yeah.
Mm.
And I was remind myself that, oh, Denise say the highlight that actually is me as a person. How do I run the business? Because let's be real, I teaching a lot in class, and I know how many class for you to teach to help someone to run business, to help someone to run personal branding, to support the person to break through, to find themselves, to be confident, and then they can, because they are the soul of the business, and that cannot be delivered in 25 minutes speed. You agree with me?
Mm.
So that's why I realized that it's no point for me to share tip, because people can share tip and you can find that in anywhere, Google as well. That's event it actually for you to motivate another woman that they can start business. And I think that's the opportunity for you to go. And this is what my last time experience when I go to all these events is. It's the opportunity for you to capture what kind of speaker or teacher or mentor that you want to ask them for advice or guide you on your journey going to be an entrepreneur. Because how much can you learn in that short period of time, but especially when an event like that, you have so many speakers.
Yeah.
Right? You have so many speakers on the stage. Everybody is value. Everybody is valid for you to learn.
And everybody has experience.
Yeah. And basically it's just like I only have few minutes to share who am I and what exactly I'm doing. It's impossible. It's impossible for you to
really not possible.
content you in the short and simple. So I will very much focus on who am I, and why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I, when I speak, I just feel that it's simple, that I'm speak to someone that my age many years ago when I stuck and I don't know where to start my business, and I need someone to encouraging me. I need someone to tell me that I can do it. I don't want to go to conference and everybody show off about how much success they have, how much money they have, how far they've been go, and
it's true.
And for me, success is when you're willing to help other and speak the truth of it will be tough, but it worth it, right?
Yes,
and
that one I agree with you.
And when they give me a lot of questions that, to be honest, I didn't prepare. If you realize my slide have nothing for my answer on the
I know
stage.
because yeah.
But you know that
we were preparing for something else, but
Yeah.
okay, yes.
Nothing that
Anyway, you did a great job. I felt you did a great job.
Yeah.
I think so. I felt so, and there was resonance. I think
Is there any feedback in the group after that? Did you hear?
Okay,
or
no,
not?
there's no feedback. But okay, to set the record straight, the guest of honor, we have to say this because she's a minister of state. The guest of honor is Minister of State for Education and Manpower, Miss Gan Xiao Huang. Okay, just that sets the record straight. But anyway, for feedback wise, I don't think there is as much feedback. But I remember when I first learned that you were going to be a panelist instead of whatever we were preparing for.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I have to go and because obviously we are on a different page, right?
Yeah.
So I remember what the lady told, I think it's Carol. She said, oh yeah, because Anne is very good at being on stage is very good at responding quickly and authentically, like yeah, on the spot lah. So basically you were good at being on the spot, which I agreed, and I think that was what you displayed, that even though you did not really
Preparing.
prepare for the questions, but I felt they were on point and they delivered. Okay, the first thing I noticed is that there was value delivered. There was a connection made, because like you say, you speak from a soul to a soul. That's how the connection is made.
Yeah.
I mean, to be frank, if people want to know how much you earn, how big is your company, whatever, they can go online and look for it.
Yeah.
Right? Any of the speakers, you can go online and look for them. These people are not like your normal whatever. They are searchable.
Yeah.
They are Googleable. Let's just put it there.
Googleable.
Okay, right? If somebody is Googleable, you know they are of a certain standing. They are
Yeah.
Googleable. So you can just look for any of that. And I felt that you spoke to the audience as a person.
Yeah.
Instead of just like look at me, I powerless. No,
Yeah.
you were very real, and I think that helped to connect with the audience. And to be fair, I think the event was a space for empowerment. It was very like you can do it, kind of space. That was what I felt. Okay,
one of the thing I think
I will highlight this while we are talking.
Yeah. One of the thing when people think of go all this is you will motivate and you go home and do nothing. I would say that
do something.
You have to choose the event that people really authentically and trust. And this is also I share in the room. I say people give a lot of motivation share, and I would say very simple when they say what's the last thing that you want to tell with the audience. I just say people say you be whatever you want, right? And I will want to add on that be whatever you want, but choose what in your heart telling you should be, and go with it, right? And I think that's for me as well. I be whatever I want right now. I can be a mom, I can be a leader, I can be a business owner, I can be a public figure, I can be a coach, I can be a life coach, I can be a leader of community, I can run my charity, my foundation. I can be whatever I want, yes. But at the same time, all of that it come from in my heart. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I really mean it when I share to the audience, because I've been there, done that, and I go through that experience 1,000 of times. I also question myself, like, is it the right thing to do? How much thing women should do? You only can limit it at this. And then when you can do more, people question like, how dare you can be so much or whatever, right? Everybody born with different. Only you and your heart know that you can do it or no, right? And that's something that I cannot replace for people. I cannot answer for them, because the instinct inside you tell you that. And I think that's also helped me to go on the stage, that I always remind myself that I'm just one of them back then. All right, I'm nothing special, I'm not more than them, I'm just one of them. I just a normal girl who come from a village, come to Singapore, want to learn, want to grow, want to change, want to feed my daughter. And now I'm able to feed my daughter. I want to give back. I want to do more for the next generation. So that's it. It's the stake in life. And if you go to all these events, happen going and selective event, you will meet this kind of people as well. You know, like one lady who she says she sell off her company and now she just mentoring people. It's very powerful, because you realize that you will hit certain age that money doesn't affect yourself at who you are anymore. Right?
Then you start asking yourself, what is your bigger purpose, right?
Yeah.
What do you want more from life than just money?
Yeah, because you just want to do work, not because of money anymore, because you really love it.
Like you're done with it already, the money part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really you really enjoy do more and help people. That's it. Yeah.
It was very I think it was powerful message. There were a lot of people who had very powerful messages of hustling, and I think because it's all women, right, and a lot of them you have like kids and all that, so it becomes like a space where people understand the challenges of life, because there are so many of them who are like that. And
they were surprised with my answer.
Surprised? I'm not surprised, because I know you already. So I already knew that you were. I had hope that you, because I had seen what you had prepared earlier. It was very, very good knowledge and information and value, to be frank, but it's very dry.
Yeah.
It was very dry, and I felt that if you want to connect with your audience, right, you need to put a little bit of your own story and your own identity behind and all that. So it was I think it was a very, very good experience. And then because I interviewed quite a few of the participants, right? It was very interesting because I realized that a lot of them, when they talk about, because I asked them, definitely I will ask them like, what are your key takeaways, or what was the thing that stood out the most for you. A lot of the times what they would talk about is stories that are inspirational. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Stories that help to push you to the next level and make people like, okay, I want to do this, what can I do? Because sometimes a lot of people, not just women or whatever, but you have it inside you, but because you've been on this journey for so long, you're tired.
Yeah, you tired of repeated the story again and again.
You're tired, and you deep inside, you know you have the strength, but just at that point you're tired, you feel like give up maybe, right? Then you need somebody who just give you that little bit more of energy, and you're like, oh, okay, I can go again.
Yeah.
So I think that was what was happening there.
Yeah. And I think that's it. One.
Oh yeah. Okay, just me. We're not feeling well, by the way. Oh, this is not sponsored, but if you sponsor us, we'll be more than happy. Please sponsor us. You'll be happy, right?
Yeah, because we
I will be
always
so
need
happy.
this for our throat. So
Okay, to be frank, if you guys are in Singapore, Malaysia, can you see? You should get this Ninjom Pi
it's the
Pakao.
best for your throat.
It's the best. I was going to introduce it to you, right? Is it? Yeah. She was like, I've taken English medicine. I've taken whatever.
You see this what next to my table? That's to how much to tell you how much damage my throat is.
And then she was taking medication. And she's like, it's not working. It's been like 2 weeks.
It's not working, yeah. And this is like just take me to, and every day my throat start feel itchy. I just take this non-stop
immediately
when I teaching. It's really helped me. Especially I talk a lot per day now, like training a lot non-stop. So my voice really need help. Anyway, let's
so
get
this is not sponsored, but please sponsor us. We'll be more than happy. We'll eat it in front of the camera every day. I wouldn't mind. Okay, so anyway, now let's get back. Sorry for saying.
The part of me when I'm on stage and I see how far I go. You see, like people in behind them, like that's why I say, how was your experience when you be a
interviewer,
and also the people watching the speaker, right?
I
think that's experience will be different. Go on stage when you look down and have everybody eyes on you. It's very scary feeling. It's scary feeling. Even you get used to it, it's still scary.
I'm not scared. Okay, this is something I would never understand, because they say fear of public speaking, right? If out of 10, my fear is like 0.5. Yeah.
That's when I tell you have talent with it. You don't.
Yeah, I realized. And I realized only recently. And then they were talking about public speaking. They were like, you're so scared. You're on stage, you're scared. I say, no, my heart rate go up because I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm not scared, excited. Okay, so anyway, yes. So you talked a little bit about your experience on stage. Behind the scenes,
share about your interview job.
Okay, so my job, I feel like this is going to be my job from now on, because that's what I've been doing.
But that's what you're good at. You're amazing.
True,
you can take information out from people. It's amazing.
I dig it out from them, and I ask them very rude questions.
Really?
But
what
of course,
rude
not really rude. Okay, let me just give you a little bit of context of what everything. She was a panelist, obviously, and I'm there to support her. I'm there to help to support the videography team, from NhiLe Team. And what happened was that I was interviewing the participants about the event. Of course, they had some kind of award. It's called her Courage Award. And I was doing interviews with the award winners as well.
Yeah.
And so for the participants, obviously, I asked some key takeaways. And like I shared earlier, it's always about the inspirational stories, right? And Lillian, if you're watching this, what would they like to see next? They want some actionable tips also. So that's what they said. So that's behind the scenes. And I realized that people are actually very drawn into, there is a thirst for the knowledge. Does it make sense? Like people actually truly do want to know what is going on in the brains of the panelists, in the brains of the speakers. Like, why did they make the decision that they did? What drove them to continue and to do things like that, right? And then for the award winners, of course, that's towards the end of the event already. For the award winners, I'll ask them a very interesting question. Okay, so obviously I asked them how do they feel about getting the award, excited, they're grateful, etc. And then after that, I also asked them, I say, okay, I'm going to ask you, because I realize that women, especially because we are very nurturing, we like to put other people in front of us, right? Like, oh, it's lucky, people help me and all that. So I told them, I'm going to ask you a very rude question. I'll ask you, why do you think you deserve this award? Because I feel as women, we need to start to applaud ourselves more, celebrate ourselves. We ourselves must celebrate ourselves.
Yeah.
So instead of asking them, like, how do you feel about this award? Who nominated you and all that? I'll ask them, why do you think you deserve the award? And then you're like, oh, that's a very good question, right? Because it is a good question for me.
Yeah.
And then they talked about why their own achievements, and these are all powerful women, but you could still see that they were like, yeah. Why do I think I deserve the award?
Yeah.
Right? Because then you see that I worked hard for it. I sacrificed a lot for it. It was a lot of fun. I pushed through. I was like, that's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And so that was a lot of the behind the scenes. And because when I went there, I also know part of my job is to make friends. So I sit with some of the participants, and you'll be amazed, that they are all the group I sat with, they're all very young. And they're business owners already. And they're young, like maybe your age, right? And they're business owners already. And there's this lady I met. She's young, and she owns an all women gym, right? And I think that is also, I think as women sometimes we insecure about our bodies, right? So I think it's a great idea, open a all women's gym. There's one near you, one near me.
Really?
Just nice, one near you and one near me.
Actually, I like gym with mix.
Yeah, I know, but it's different for different.
Yeah.
Some people they prefer
Only
all
for
women,
you.
which is fine. But anyway, so it was interesting to hear their conversations also, because the two that I met were friends, so they're having their own conversations also.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to hear what they thought about the speeches they were going on stage, what values they were learning, and it's very interesting because as the speakers share their experiences and their stories, right, they themselves start to, I also went through that. And it's kind of, you can feel like it kind of, they go back to when they first started, and they like find their passion again. They're like, oh yeah, this was how I felt. Because sometimes if you do a business for a long time, every day there's a daily thing to do, right?
Yeah.
And then you feel like, oh my god, it's like and then sometimes you forget your original passion on that. So then they were talking about that also. So I felt it was very good motivating. Like it helped by sharing the story of the speakers shared their story. It helped to bring the audience into that particular space where they feel passionate, they feel motivated again, they find energy to continue.
Yeah, to continue the journey. I think that is the most lonely part. By the way, I was like so busy with my stay, and I don't have much time to get a feedback from audience. Like, I'm not sure how my speak to them, I might really help someone. I think that's something that I have to ask you as well. Is there any feedback for me, or is there anything that you heard that I can learn from, or I didn't know about? Because you see, that's the disadvantage of you and be speaker. You have not much time to reach your audience at the level of one-to-one.
There's a space lah. There's a
Yeah,
distance.
so
there's a
like for
distance.
Denise, she can have that conversation with people
Full on.
Yeah.
face to face, right?
Yeah, but
Face to face.
I don't have
I'm
that.
deep inside the audience.
Yeah, I don't have that because the audience will comfortable with her because she behind this time. But I'm sure when she on stage, she know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Because okay, it was very funny. This is totally not in line with her questioning, but the videography team that was here, they're sitting right at the back, right? Because this is where the camera is, and it's easier for them to move up and down without disturbing other people. Then I was seated at the bottom, right in the middle, because I was like, okay, this is where I need to be. So in the middle. And then they were like, Denise, you want to? I my job is to make friends. I cannot be up there. I need to be in the middle. They were like, oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay, so anyway, like I said, I think yours, you were very powerful, but it's like what you said earlier. There wasn't, because it was a panel discussion, there wasn't really room or enough time for there to be an in-depth discussion. To be frank, the discussions were of value for sure, but it's also at the same time, because of the time constraint, it was there was no in-depth lah. Basically, it's just a little bit like on the surface, still valuable for sure, but just a little bit on the surface. And then so it's very hard to find time to dive deep, especially since there were quite a few people on the panel as well. And but like I said, I think you did make a difference because
I don't know if I'm really at value, because I think I'm the only foreigner there, right? All is Singaporean.
I thought it was great because Anne wore her ao yai.
Yeah.
And she was asking me, do you think that it would be too much?
Yeah.
Like, because this is a Singapore event, right?
Yeah.
Is it too much to wear like a foreigner? I say, no, it's part of your identity. You should be proud.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a very beautiful ao yai with the necklace. Somewhere it's a stitch on, right? Yeah, I thought it was gorgeous, and I think it made you like I said, it's part of your identity.
Yeah.
It's where you came from, correct? And it helped to shape who you are today. And it was very it made a powerful statement. I felt it made a powerful statement about who you are as a person and how you dare to show up to the world. Does it make sense? Yeah, it's not like I need to hide because I'm not Singaporean. No such thing. So I thought that was a very powerful thing to do.
Yeah, because everybody come and ask me that they thought I live in Vietnam.
So no, people asked me because I was working with your team. They were like, oh yeah, the NhiLe Team, the one with the white t-shirt. Oh, you also fly from Vietnam? Your English very sad. No, I'm Singaporean. Because actually, to be frank, Vietnamese and Singaporean and Malaysian, we all look about the same. The Chinese look, the Chinese look, right? And plus, I'm a bit dark also, right?
No, you're so Singaporean.
I don't know, but I don't know, but we just look. I think we look a bit similar, like a, you know. I don't know what Asian look like. So they were like, oh, you from? They do, but they didn't ask that in a laughing way. These are like curious way. Like, oh, they fly. I say no. Oh, then I said this. I said no. But Anne flew her team from Vietnam to do the videography. Whoa, really? I said yeah. Plus, okay, this is another one of my things I can plus points while just putting in a comment. Good. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So people were curious. They were curious, and yeah, I felt it made a powerful statement. And you all know Anne for a while already lah. The way you speak is powerful by itself. Of course, you will not have full power because you're not feeling well.
Yeah. For consciously,
she has to control some movements.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm not poop in the chair.
I know you were like then the team and I were like, I think Anne's poop is coming out. Because you know you well enough, right? You're like, poop is coming out. I say it's okay, the toilet is just next door. She just is a holder for a while. So she was not have full power, but because
but I think that's also enough, because I remember the interviewer keep asking me, do you want to add more, and I refuse to do it. I will tell you why. Like, one of the things when I learned about public speaker is you need to give room for other speaker, right? You cannot
just take all the line.
Yeah, because it's easy for you to be the most powerful woman in the room, but it's way harder for you to be a powerful and still look after your other speaker and share equally spotlight. I think that's very hard, because people can feel the vibe. We have that experience before. So I think it's very important that I'm very aware that I'm not saying I'm not allowed to shy, but I'm not allowed to take away other people's shy as well.
Just give equal chance.
Yeah.
Because everybody there we are there to celebrate. I mean,
Yeah. Book in the positive say is like we are add value together.
Yeah, add value together, and we are all there to celebrate each other's wins and all that,
Yeah.
including our own, obviously.
And sometimes you have so limited time to share,
Yeah,
and it makes you a pressure of
quite
how much can you share and
tricky.
all that. So yeah, I will
I
try.
think you were very conscious.
Yeah, I'm very conscious of
you're conscious
how
about
much
the
should I
time,
give. Yeah.
conscious about the post, conscious about giving value. So about giving value, yeah, I think you did. I think your delivery was quite good, and it was short but powerful. I mean, there were many people who came to approach you, right, to take photos and all that.
Yeah.
That you didn't know, right?
Yeah, I don't know them.
Yeah, and then the team, they were like, "Oh, Kini is busy again. She knows many people." I said, "No, I don't think she knows them." But it means that it made a mark lah. It made a memory for them. Let's put it this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people come to we have questions today.
Yeah, I know.
Let's pick some questions.
Oh, but first we will show this. Thank you. It's good to see you guys again.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, and which one should we? I think this one. I want to do this one. When trying to unite, I don't know. Why don't you share yours? I think you have probably faced a lot more challenges.
Yeah, I think the harder thing is women. We
have,
tend to
Let's
have a
say
lot
the
of
same time.
jealousy and the stuff behind the scene that hidden that we can read each other intention behind, right? So that's the harder thing, that for you to be united, how do you together and you know the truth, that you can feel something, you know, we all have it as women, we have the instinct inside us, and how do we still make it calm professionally and always remember the goal of the event, right? Because when you go to big events, especially women event, and I told you many times in my channel that I'm a big of against toxic woman type, right? And sometimes women event can be a bit toxic because when they talk bad about men, I don't support that. I think we all equally the same. Men as important as women. Even I'm encouraging women to be powerful and strong doesn't mean that I bring down the men. I just want to make sure women can take care of themselves. That's it. But for me, like Denise say, even in event, I'm very clear when people use that weapon toward me by the question like, how do you deal with men in your environment work, right? And I bring that up very clearly, that it's just a soul talking to another soul. It's just a professional of today. I stepped to the room, I decided to be a leader. Let's talk as a leader and a leader together. Remove the gender outside, remove whatever the world telling you that you man, I'm woman. Okay, remove all that. We just do soul talking together, and we are the same goal, that we want to make the business success, right? And I think that's a bigger challenge that we have to face as a woman, that we have to agree that we have that problem at the woman. We have that problem deep down. A lot of women jealousy with your success. You can sense it.
Yes.
You can feel it. You can smell it. And you have to trust your instinct on that. Yes. And don't deny it. Just accept that feeling is right. Approach the woman that you trust your instinct. She is here in the middle of crowd, and she's the one that I want to talk to because I can feel her authenticity. I can feel the truth about her. I can feel that she is a woman that can add value and help me. Yeah. So yeah, that's the big challenge for me to face. How about you?
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's because I think as women, right? Okay, for her it's success lah. But for me, this is going to sound like I'm very conceited and very proud of myself, like I'm better than you guys, but I do have certain charms as a woman especially. And
she have a confidence.
Yeah. And I look cute lah, okay, let's just put it that way. Okay, I'm not like a bombshell. I'm not like the Miss Beauty, but I am cute, okay? And I know, and since this is something that I've experienced since young, of course, not all women is like that, not all men is like that. But women especially, we have issues of jealousy, like what you said earlier. And I've experienced that firsthand. I don't know whether it's about gender or something, because even as a kid, in school, I experienced it, and it's always more from girls than guys.
Yeah.
So it's a jealousy issue, And as a woman, it pains me. I think I agree with you. To fix it, right, you have to acknowledge that I myself sometimes have the problem. The issue is the thing is that when it comes up, what do I do with it? Am I aware of it?
Yes.
If I'm aware of it, do I then choose to act upon this jealousy, this emotion, or can I choose to I feel jealous? That's okay, but doesn't mean I have to act jealous. I don't have to bring somebody down just because I feel jealous. Right? It's like if you feel like eating fried chicken every day, you don't eat fried chicken every day, right?
Yeah.
So you actually have to follow your emotion. But the thing about it is I must acknowledge that sometimes I also have that.
Yeah.
If you see someone that is prettier, that is beautiful or what, I'm like, oh, I feel a bit jealous, but at the same time I'm like, the person worked hard for it.
Yeah.
Right? So why
You know they work hard for it.
Yeah, obviously, because I've been trying to diet for so long and it's not working out right. I mean, it's not working out as well as I want it to be. So obviously they work very hard on it, right? So instead of being jealous, I will celebrate that instead. And it's about being aware inside. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges. Men definitely will have their own challenges. Okay, but as women, I tell you, there is that seed of jealousy inside, and most of us, not all, there are some few that don't have it, but you can also feel when someone is not jealous and they are sincerely happy about your achievement.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest challenge. I agree with you. That's why I give you a high five, because I was like, let's see whether we talk about the same thing. We didn't rehearse this beforehand, okay, by
No.
the way. Okay, what are some examples? We have one here, we have second one here. Thank you. Okay, you can tell we are like, it's after dinner. Excuses. Okay, remember, we already say already, you must be self-aware of yourself and trust your gut.
Yeah.
Trust your gut. You grow up, people will tell you, oh, the gut is not trustable. You need to trust it. It's a reason why it exists for so many years.
Yeah.
It's not by chance.
Yeah.
Okay, so trust your gut. Even if this person looks shining,
Yeah.
but feels like a snake, you should trust your gut. This is a
Yeah.
snake or a shark. Okay.
When you trust your gut, I would tell you, universe somehow will, like, I feel that over years for me, right? Because same, like I just tell Denise just now, and you guys again, like I have a fear of public speaking as well. I have a fear of being in camera and everything, and all that. I beat it to be where am I today. I go through all these fears, scare, people judge you, look into you, and all that. I go through all that training to be where am I. It's not overnight, and I would tell you that to overcome the challenge, you have to face it. It's no other way. You have to face it every day, a little bit and a little bit. And as the woman, you have your consciously think of compare your look and your beauty and your success to other. And that's something that it take me from a girl to be a woman today to see that is all that is bullshit. Like marketing and all that make girl look more pressure on themselves. I can see that in my little girl at home. She always cautious about her look, and in my head I was, oh my god, you don't know how beautiful you are. What the heck wrong with you, man? I did judge her for 2 seconds in my mind. Can you imagine that? And then quickly I would tell myself, oh my god, even I judge my own daughter for her insecurity. Why? Where does that come from? I should encouraging her, because sometimes you feel annoying when she keep repeat the same thing. Mommy, I'm not beautiful enough. Mommy, my friend keep complaining. I'm so
it will get worse as she becomes a teenager.
Mommy, my friend always complain about my hair. Mommy, my friend always complain about my.
But the kids don't know, you see, because they want to fit in.
Yeah, and then. Okay, like as a mom, of course I love her unconditionally. It's not because she's my daughter I think she's beautiful. I think she's really beautiful when she's growing up. I think one day she's even more beautiful than this, right? And I already see it. I thought like, what the frick, man? You don't know how beautiful.
She has a nice. Okay, this is very weird to say this about child, but she has a nice body. She has a long slim body.
Yes.
That women like with the long legs.
Long leg and straight.
She Like me. Straight, like not the X or the O type.
Yeah, she have a straight leg. She have a tall and straight body, because I bring her
body proportion is nice.
Yeah, because I bring her chiropractor. I ask her to learn sport, and she have a beautiful face figure. Right,
her face is very equal both sides.
Yeah, and I don't know when I give birth to her, she's so ugly. Trust me, I was so.
It gave me a shock.
told you before.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm like, oh my god.
This is real. She's like, oh, give birth to a monkey.
Oh my god, she's so much hair. She don't even have eyebrow. Oh no. Oh no.
She has so much hair everywhere except for where it should be.
Yeah, she has so much hair on her head. Oh my god.
But it drops off.
And then she have her nose like, oh no, she don't have a tall nose. I was concerned for her look. And then the bigger she is, the more beautiful she is. And I'm like, oh my god, you book me to shame.
She
You
has,
know what I mean?
She has beautiful eyes, and because of her ancestry, she has very long lashes.
Yeah, and then she have straight and slightly curled. She not super
Wavy.
curled. Like wavy, yeah, very
Wavy.
nice.
But right
hair.
now she will not appreciate. But
And
it's
now
true.
she not appreciate. Now she every day she beat up her look, and I'm like,
But
what are you talking about?
But everybody's like that, right? When you have straight hair, you want wavy hair. When you have wavy hair, you want straight hair.
Yeah.
When you are fair, you want to be tan.
Yeah.
When you're tan, you want to be fair.
Yeah. So I think the overcome challenge that I would tell you that we all women we have to go all these steps. Not even my daughter who live with the most powerful woman. She also have to go through this insecurity, doubt on your look, doubt on whatever you
She
hear
has
in
to learn
public.
it herself.
It is like you have to go through this journey by yourself until it come out and you realize doesn't matter all this. I have to love me for who am I.
I agree. I'm laughing because doesn't matter, because whatever you look like, people who will say you're ugly.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, outside there will be people who say Taylor Swift is ugly.
Yeah.
People who say Miss World is ugly.
Yeah.
Okay, so if somebody says Miss World is ugly,
yes, and I like this from I think one of the Lao Tzu is it?
Lao Tzu.
He say that with the fish you are ugly. With the dog you are ugly. With the ant you are ugly.
We are
So the
considered quite
beauty,
ugly.
so the beauty is come from you. Look in the same species as you. That's it.
Species,
Then you start judge. Because the fish will look at you and like, why your face like that?
Why you have legs? So weird.
Yeah. So again, remind us again and again. And I love to learn about all these old psychology stuff because sometimes it bring me to laugh. Because all these old men just slap so deep.
But
know,
because
in the
it's
face.
wise.
It's wise.
But,
It's wise.
okay, again, this is something I just recently learned, but obviously Anne has been on it for a very long time. Yeah. There's a reason why people are still reading these old books today.
Yep.
There is a reason why. Okay, because their wisdom is those kind that is not trendy, it's slap very hard, but it's the truth and it stands the test of centuries.
Yes. So yeah, we only overcome by go through all this experience.
Do you enjoy this?
Yeah. That last one.
Okay, and we will now take our last question of the night.
Wow. When is for you? Let's ask Denise first.
Stages. Okay, I won't talk about stages because I think stages every stage that a woman goes through will be different depending on the life that she chooses.
That's why I say when is for you.
So
because I already know for me.
Yeah, I know, but I'm explaining why we're doing when.
Yeah.
So when is when I felt truly comfortable and confident in myself. Regardless of my looks.
Yeah.
Not okay. Maybe not 100% to the point where deep inside sometimes you will judge yourself.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, sometimes it will never go away, people. This is a misconception. You think it's go away. It will never go away. But the thing about it is when I became a woman, it became to the point where if these thoughts, feelings, sensations come up that I'm not good enough, I'm pretty enough, whatever, I can say, oh, it's okay, I feel like that, but I think I'm great. You know, to speak kindly to myself in spite of all those judgments about myself and to ask them to keep quiet and F off.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is when I became a woman. It's your turn.
Oh, for me, I will tell you exactly as the moment I enter the hospital and I'm going to deliver
yeah, when the curly hair coming out.
And my leg will open up with a spotlight direct to my vagina.
Many spotlight
And a ton of doctor and nurses around you and
Looking at your
pressing-
vagina.
looking at your vagina and press the baby out, and then you ask yourself a question: why am I shy and keep the private part, and I always think it's so special, and I was full of shit about myself that I think it's like,
It's not special. The doctor see like maybe I don't know how many hundreds.
and
already.
that's it. That's the day I walk out of the hospital, I'm just breathless everywhere. It's mean if I need to press feeding my daughter, I will let it press feeding because I don't
It's
give a damn
food.
anymore.
It's food.
But in the past, when you're a girl, you shy with everything that you have. You know, it's like the pride. At the moment, you're like, everybody give you a look of like, how dare you breakfast in public? Oh, you never go hospital? You never see how and again, this is something that no mother will tell you. That's exactly the scene that you will happen. Okay, when you
Yes.
enter the hospital, at that moment, the only thing the doctor care is you alive and the baby alive.
And safe.
They don't care how you look. They don't care how big your vagina. They don't care how
How many
many
hair you have?
you have. They don't care how big your breast is, how beautiful it is. They don't care. They don't care if the baby come out together with the shit. They don't care.
Yeah. You
They
can wash
just
the
make
shit off.
sure
It's okay.
the baby alive and
You're alive, all safe, all good.
But for girl to be a woman, that's the day of the stake of my life. I walk out from the hospital forever. I realize this is exactly what women feel like. And I look out all outside when the 18 years old girl still shy and talk to me. I'm like, what are you shy about? And they were like, oh, I don't want to boom boom my boyfriend yet. I want to get good for you. Okay, no question about that. But the look I give to them, exactly the look that all the old lady last time used to look me. That I would don't understand. Now I get it.
Especially, you know, who are midwife, right? The old women who help, especially help other women to give birth.
Mm.
You know how many vaginas they see? You think you're special? It's just a normal.
I talked to my friend who are
It's
doctor and
nothing
nurses,
special. Yeah.
and they all tell me the same thing. I say, you know, after you work in hospital for so long, because you have to open every dick and every
Yes.
vagina to wipe and clean for them, oh, it just look like meat. After for a while, you go home, you don't even feel exciting to see your husband or your wife anymore because you see it every day.
Yeah, it's true. I agree. I agree because I can imagine what it's like. It's the same, right? Imagine you look at some lobster every day. You look at lobster. If you're
Every day
used-
you cook lobster.
Every day you eat lobster.
Yeah.
Not eat lah, but every day you cook the lobster. Every day you look at lobster. You think you're excited by lobster anymore? I don't think so. Okay. So yes, it's not. I mean, we are special. We need to take care of ourselves, but there's no need to be so bum about it. Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a good ending?
Bun bell, yeah.
Don't be so bummed about it. It's okay. It's not you is beautiful. Okay. Oh, that reminds me of a quote. I will end with this. I think this is from a movie. I forgot which movie it was, but it was Julia Roberts who acted in it.
Mm.
And they were eating pizza. She was eating pizza with another woman.
Mm.
And the woman didn't eat the pizza.
Mm.
So she said, oh, because I'm fat, you know, I had to unbutton my nah. And then Julia Roberts' character in that movie asked the girl, in your entire life, when you take off your clothes in front of a man or your partner, whoever, has anybody ever walked out of the bedroom saying you're too fat? Doesn't you know, right? So why? Okay? Just take care of your health, people, okay? Thanks for being with us tonight. It's very good to see you guys again. We will see you at the next one. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
I am Amanda Spice.
And I'm Denise the Nice. Bye. Share and subscribe. And we will see you guys at the next episode of Spice and Nice.
I am Amanda Spice.
And I'm Denise the Nice. Bye.